Oh, what's up, fam? It's your boy Ray with another vlog of the day. How you doing? Are you doing good? Hopefully your day's going great. Hopefully you're full of energy. Nothing but positivity is happening to you, and nothing but good vibes heading your way. But if you're not having those kind of days right now, I'm sending you some positive vibes, and you're on the right video right now. Anyways, I'm gonna drop my vlog for today. Usually, I do my vlogs during my lunch break. But recently it's been tough to do it during my lunch break. So I'm doing it late at night. Right now it's like past 11 right now. We just finished doing the live streaming. My mom's actually here right now. She came over to see my girls and stuff like that, and just to see us and hang out, which is a cool thing. I love having my mom around my daughters because they get to see who raised me, like who showed me the lessons that I'm teaching them, right? And sometimes they enjoy that time with my mom, but then there's sometimes they'll question me afterwards. They're like, why would she tell us to do this? Why would she want us to do that? And I explain to them it's because she wants the best for you guys. She wants you guys to make sure that you're on top of your hygiene, or make sure that in the future you're not getting made fun of because you're wearing this or you're using that, or you smell like this. She always looked out for us. uh, while growing up, she always made sure that, wherever we go, we were the example kids, and we try our best to represent our moms. We respect our moms so much. One of the coolest things I think that my mom did while we were growing up is telling us stories, like the stories of how she worked so hard to get to where she's at today, right? To that point, of course, because we were kids at that point, like how hard she worked for us to have food, how hard she worked for us to have clothes, to have video games, how hard she worked to get to America and live an American lifestyle and become an American citizen. She's always told us those stories growing up. Those were our bedtime stories pretty much. And hearing those stories inspired us to continue to respect her and to continue to honor her by being the kids that she wanted us to be. I remember there's some times when I was a kid, bro, I used to think in my head like, man, I wish I could be like the bad kids. Like, yo, for real. I remember having that thought in my head, looking at like the bad kids getting in trouble, getting suspended, or being in detention and stuff, and me literally thinking in my head, man, I wish I could just be carefree and just be like one of the bad kids and not care that I have a mom who cares about my well-being or how I behave in school and stuff like that. I wish I could just do whatever I want in school. But little did I know at that time that those kids did not have somebody who loved them at home. They went home to a mess. Like they went home to people who didn't really care about them. And as a kid, what do you do when nobody cares about you? You crave for attention, right? And when you crave for attention, you try to get attention. And in order to get attention, what do? You try to stand out. And some of these kids, they'll try to stand out by try to making the class laugh, making fun of the teachers, doing all these crazy stuff in order for them to stand out. But all that does is just get them in trouble and get them labeled as a oh, I'm this kind of student, or I'm this kind of kid, which maybe on the inside they weren't, maybe on the inside they wanted to be a great student, maybe on the inside they wanted to help their peers study this course, or maybe they wanted just friends, but unfortunately that's how they learn how to like get attention, right? And as I grew older, I started understanding that, and I started realizing, yo, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to have a household where I come home and my mom loves me. My mom loves my existence, my energy, my personality, and I'm really blessed to say that I grew up like that. Not a lot of kids grew up like that. Maybe some other kids grew up with the father figure being there, but not the mother figure. Some other kids grew up with both, parents being there and being loving and caring, and and just blessed, you know. But then there's some kids who they have all the parents there plus other parents, but none of them show them any attention at all. So each one of us have a different course of life that we grow up. Each one of us have a different way how we see the world. And it's all because of what we went through as children, as you know, in our childhood. And that leads me to the point where I'm trying to make, where I watched the Pokemon the first movie a couple of nights ago. It was like, I guess it's free on YouTube, and I randomly put it on while I was editing videos. And one of the lines that Mewtwo says that stood out to me, it's he says it at the end of the movie. I'm not gonna say exactly how he says it because I'll probably butcher it, but he says something along the lines that, you know, it's not one's circumstances and where they come from that determines who you are. It's what you do with your life that determines who you are, right? So no matter what you come from, no matter if you come from a household that was broken, no matter if you come from a household that everything was given to you and you didn't have to work hard for it, no matter what household you came from, you have an opportunity to make something of yourself, to make a name for yourself, to put your energy out there in the world and find out what your energy's, you know, your value is. And with that mindset, if you continue to have that mindset of that, it doesn't matter what you came from. It doesn't matter how dark your past is. It doesn't matter how broken or how crazy or how good your past is. You can still make a name for yourself and create a future for yourself that's completely different from what you came from. You can use all that and move forward and keep going forward and create a whole new future for yourself. It can happen. So if you ever in that mindset of, you know, I'm not lucky like everybody else, where I don't have, a loving parent in my house or anybody who cares about me, or if you come from a mindset where everything's given to me, I can't prove myself, I can't work hard to get it. No matter where you come from, you can build your own path that doesn't have to be exactly how your past looked. It could be a whole completely different path. You could literally be born in the middle of the hood with all the different types of gangs around you, and then you can turn out to be the top engineer at your company. It can happen. All you got to do is believe in your path, believe in yourself, and continue to have that positive mindset that things will be better as long as you keep moving. Anyways, I'm gonna head out, guys. Mom's waiting out there with the kids. I'm gonna go hang out with them. You guys have a wonderful night. Stay cool, stay true, be you. Peace.